Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for checking out Going Deeper. I'm your host, Matt, and I've got a great show planned for you tonight. You'll know my next guest tonight from her appearances on websites such as Team Skeet and the world-famous Bang Bus. You can find links to all of her social media in the episode description below, but I want to direct you to her OnlyFans or her Fansly?
Both.
Well, both, yes. But I always verbally do it. So, okay. Lily's going to get the special treatment here on that one. The OnlyFans at Lily.Starfire and the Fansly at Lily Starfire. Again, links to everything in the episode description. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming to the show the lovely Lily Starfire. Lily, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Not bad. Tired, exhausted. You know how the week goes. Lily, first off, the name. One, it's an adorable name. Two, comics? Are you into?
Yes.
Is that where you get Starfire from?
Yes.
Okay, Teen Titans. All right. Can you take me through your entrance into the adult entertainment industry, whatever it was, whether it was camming, stripping, or whether you just like went straight to the top? Because you're essentially a superstar right now. I just need you to know that. It was confirmed by some ugly old man in New Jersey. So you're good. Go ahead. Continue.
So I just started right off the bat into the industry. I was originally working as a manager at the mall. So I had no experience whatsoever into the adult world. So I wanted to make more money because, like, well, for one, I was only making like $445 and like 20 cents every 2 weeks. That's not enough to live on. So I did some research and someone was talking to me a lot about porn. And they're like, hey, like, I think you would make some really good money with this. Like, you have a really nice body, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. I know too many people. And like, I was just kind of scared to get into it. But I'm like, whatever. Like, if I can make really good money, then I could do that. So I went online, literally, because everyone dumbly asked me how to get it. I went on Google. I applied to several different like agents and stuff. I waited to hear back from them. One of them was like, he was a literal like pimp.
Okay.
So yeah. But then luckily I found Riley Reynolds from Hussy Models, and that's who I started with.
Your agent's been good for you so far, right? Everything like booking you. And was it quick to get you shoots as you're a new girl, you're young, you're gorgeous, or was there a little bit of wait time for that?
I feel like anytime you're new, like you get shoots. So like once I started out, I got like a lot of shoots during my first year. I did end up switching over to a different agency, ATM LA, instead, just because like Hussy didn't work out so much for me, but it's really great for like starter people.
Sure. Yeah. So what was like your first scene that you actually shot for mainstream, I guess I would say, or any scene if you shot any? It sounds like you just went right to mainstream though. Lily, you were like on the elevator. It's like you decided to get on the elevator and you're like third floor and they go penthouse, no problem. And they just took you out. Not that I don't want to imply that there wasn't work involved. That's not what I'm implying. What I'm implying is that you seem to be a natural with this. Like I've seen some of your content. You're so convincing. I did it for research purposes. That's what I tell my wife. I've seen a lot of your content. You're like a natural at this. So was it overwhelming at all? Or is this all you really know in the adult entertainment industry? So you had to kind of adjust on the fly.
Well, to answer your first question, my first video ever was Net Video Girls Casting Couch. That one was really fun. And to answer your second question, it was a little bit overwhelming for me because like I only started having sex at 19. So I was like still really new to it. I didn't know there were like so many different sizes because I'm just used to like average slash like thumb size stuff.
I'm just used to one size myself. So yeah, I understand what you mean.
Well, yeah, obviously you're a guy. You look at your own dick.
Let me ask you, what do you look for in a shoot in terms of if your agent were to present you with three separate ones, just say the money was the same, say they were big enough where the recognition would be the same. Are you looking for like challenges or are you looking for this is comfortable, I know I can do this? Or what's your like thought process in terms of booking scenes going forward?
I would say I'm always looking for a challenge. I love challenges. Also, like, I like to feel my partner's vibe so that way, like, I can be like on their level or somewhat on their level and stuff. Just kind of get to know them first before we even start like filming and stuff. But in terms of that, I'm really shy. So it's like, oh, they say you can't be shy in porn. Well, some people say that, but I don't think that's true. I think it shows that you can be real and you don't have to put on like this fake persona.
Well, let me ask you. Do you, in a sense, put on a persona when you're acting? And maybe you just said no, kind of, but maybe in a way, I know I'm somewhat introverted outside of this too. And now I'm like interviewing world famous porn stars and, you know, everything else. And if you took an introvert and said, you're going to be doing this, it would be like, oh, that's odd. Now, if I took another introvert and I said, you're going to be getting fucked on camera today, they might quiver and curl up in a fetal position. So, how do you get your brain in that mind where you go, we can't be an introvert for the next X amount of hours? I just have to, like, is there a mask? Not in a fake way, but like, do you put something on where you go, Lily Starfire is untouchable right now?
Well, that's a good question. Not everyone asks that,
Oh,
but
sorry. That is not a
um,
good question if everyone asks it.
it is.
Oh,
I would say what I do is I like to meditate. So my meditation space is like a stage and a pole. Because like I really love stripping, so so that's my meditation space. I think of it like that. Like I'm someone who can bring someone else's fantasy to life. That's how I see it. And it's like I feel like if you can't do that, then that's kind of bad because then it's like okay, you would rather like do it more so for yourself, but you kind of like can't do that.
yeah. In a sense, then I'm going to correct myself and say it's not like you're covering anything up. You have your personality and it may be introverted, but you understand for the time this is required and you have the ability to do that. That's like super professional. And there's so many people that don't do that. Um, you know, so you said you were 19 the first time you actually had sex. How old are you now? Can I ask?
I'm almost 23.
Almost. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to figure out if you're half my age or two-thirds my age. I think it's two-thirds. So I feel slightly less creepy talking to you about this. What was the first scene you shot where you were actually challenged to the point you thought you might break? Was it with one of the bigger guys or was it multiple partner? I'm not positive. What do you think?
Um, hmm. That one, ooh. I would say I really challenged myself with Dread by taking him in my ass. He's like the biggest dick in porn.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
that one, it was a real challenge because it wasn't easy. We couldn't do like a lot of the normal anal positions because like I couldn't take it or it's just like it didn't work for him either. So it was a challenge filming, but it was so much fun.
Yeah. This might sound weird, but was it fun kind of problem solving that? Being like, no, this one doesn't work for me. Okay. All right. Your dick's there. Now it hurts. No, now it doesn't hurt. We can go here. Was it like kind of fun seeing the behind the scenes of shit like that?
It was, and also like it taught me a lot more about anal too, because before that, when I did anal, I would never really stretch at all. Like with him, I did not stretch at all. And that was kind of a mistake because
I would say so. Yeah.
it took a while to warm up. And yeah, I should have warmed up before, but now I do. So it taught me that, and it also just taught me to have fun with anal. Like it's not exactly my thing, I don't really understand why people are like so obsessed with it, besides that it's such a tight hole and it's like obviously a nice view if the girl has a nice ass.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Let me ask, when you did your casting couch for Net Video Girls, I don't know if Casting Couch does it. I know Net Video Girls does it. Do they hit you with the one of my favorite shots in all of porn? Did you get the doggy style from the front with the guy in back of you with the ivy behind you?
Oh, I think I did. Wow, that feels
That's
like a lifetime ago.
well, it was. You started out, now you're a superstar. You're a different person now in a sense. Um, so you said dancing. Do you do feature dancing or what? Or did you start dancing because you started in porn, right?
Yeah, so I started in porn. That my second thing, I started dancing because I wanted to be more confident, like naked and stuff, and like in front of other people that I obviously didn't know. So I started that, and then now I want to do featured dancing since I've built up a little bit of an audience. So I'm like, why not? It would be fun.
It from girls I've talked to, it's a different animal sometimes. I've even talked to girls sometimes who say something like, being on a porn set, no, because it's controlled. You know, you don't have to worry about some random fight going on over there between guys. Is the dancing's been helping you build your confidence, but what was it like the first time you got on stage? Was it like totally different even than porn?
It was so different. Like, I was even more shy being on stage because, like, for one thing, I didn't really know what to do. And then, like, towards the end of the day, like, some of the girls that had free time would, like, teach me stuff on the pole and, like, just how to dance and stuff. But a lot of it I ended up like teaching myself because their dancing wasn't really my style. So I finally found what worked for me.
And what works for you that's different than them?
I would say just like being more sensual, a little less like twerking and stuff. Also twerk, but not as much as some of the other girls do. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just is not really my thing like
Sure,
that.
sure, I get it. So, do you have any major shoots that you're looking forward to coming up? And I want to talk about the future some more later, but is there anything on your radar right now that's like could be possibly challenging, like you were talking about? Anything where you're gonna, no pun intended, stretch yourself? Like you know,
I would say, let's see, I'm actually gonna look at my calendar now to make sure I got this right because it is coming up. I'm just like, is it this month or next? Let's see. I would say so. One thing that I find really challenging in porn, besides anal, but anal's over now, is threesomes. Like sometimes I don't really know like what to do because I've never done them in like really my personal life. So what I have coming up is a really big threesome for a really big company,
sure.
and I'm really excited for it though.
Okay, good. I won't ask because you sounds like you're pretty good at keeping secrets. Two guys and you, or you and a girl and a guy? Can you say that?
Yeah, a guy and a girl.
Okay, okay. Um, have you done any DP yet? And how comfortable are you with it?
Yes, I have done DP, but to me, it feels like they're going to like literally break my pussy. That's another thing that's like very challenging is like having two dicks inside my pussy like that because I'm very tight anyway. So, like, with that, it feels like I'm just literally going to be stretched the fuck
Yeah,
out.
I can't imagine how girls take porn dick like that. Like maybe normal guys, but porn dick like that. I'm always just like like you said, I think you're gonna rip in half when shit like that's happening. Do you have companies that you have yet to shoot for that you would like to shoot for in the future? This would be a good little place to cut it out and be like, I would love to go ahead. Sorry.
Well, yeah, there's actually several. So I want to shoot for what's it called? Vixen. I
Mhm.
definitely want to shoot for them. I've never shot for them. I also want to shoot for Blacked.
Okay.
That's what I've been like requesting since last year. I still haven't gotten any information on that, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. They seem really picky.
I noticed you picked two very beautifully shot things, sites, rather than a specific kink or a specific niche. Is that what you go for in your content? Do you want your stuff to look as high as quality as possible? And do you apply that to your own personal content, or are you going to work towards that? Or are you happy with what you do where maybe your own personal content's a little more amateur and personal and real and you, and then there's also these great movies that look like real movies out there? Which do you like prefer style wise?
I would say for mainstream, I like feeling like I'm a character in something. Like, which is why I like shooting with a lot of companies I already shoot for now, like Brazzers, Elegant Angel, and like just companies like that. But for my OnlyFans content, I make it more amateur and real because a lot of people like seeing that. They don't always like to see me in like makeup and stuff. They like me to be without makeup and just like look like the girl next door, pretty much.
Sure, sure. I could see that. We're gonna take a break real quick. We will be right back with my guest Lily Starfire. You can find her on OnlyFans at lily.starfire and Fansly at Lily Starfire. Links to everything in the episode description as always, and we'll be right back.
Do you have that gotta finish feeling that just won't quit? Would Mistress be disappointed in the seed you've spilled? Now might be the time to try Guntrax. Guntrax, the first clinically tested YWF2 ejaculate inhibitor, allows mommy's pay pigs to pound all day without the complications of post-nut clarity.
Side effects include loss of income, loss of home, loss of family, backed up prostate, homicidal rage, and dry basketball shorts.
So if you're a quick shooter with a family that you're ready to ignore, talk to your doctor and see if Guntrax is right for you. Guntrax. Keep it in all night and get back to gooning for a goddess. Brought to you by yourworstfriend.com.
When the world tells you to go away, stop, leave, go. Don't. Instead, just come. Come, the new fragrance by the podcast that made you squirt. Available now at yourworstfriend.com. Come here, come there, come anywhere. Just come.
All right, and we're back today with my guest Lily Starfire. You can find her on OnlyFans at lily.starfire and on Fansly at Lily Starfire. Lily, I have a game for you. You don't play games, do you?
I do. I'm a gamer.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not quite a video game. It's like a word game. How were you as a student? Because I was shit.
I was an A+ student.
Okay. All right, good. Did you ever take any theater classes?
Once. That
Okay.
was in middle school, though.
Okay, all right. Well, today we're going to play a game I like to call porn words. I'm going to give you a clue for the correct answer. Your job is to tell me what that word is, okay? I can't say any form of the word in my clues. You can pass at any time. If there's still time left on the clock, we're going to go back and get the ones you missed. And you'll have 69 seconds, I know, cute, right? To answer 10 questions. Now, let me give you an example, okay? Here's what I would say. Transportation. What's the word? What am I doing?
Driving?
That's how, I know, people look at me like I'm dumb, and then sometimes they get like 3 out of 10, and I'm like, I told you, it was a little harder than I thought.
I'm like, is this a trick question?
No, that's the point. So, I have 10 porn-related terms, and I am going to attempt to act them out or say words around them, and you got to guess what they are. Fair enough?
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I had a girl on the other day who goes, I'm dyslexic, and I went, well, that's only going to be funnier. I said, all right, well, now you get to guess 20 words, because I could run this the whole time. Lily, I'm going to put 69 seconds on the clock, and I'm going to start doing these. We'll see how many you can get, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, gulp. Gulp. End of a scene. Not here, not anywhere else. Gulp.
Uh,
What am I doing?
Sucking dick or swallowing?
There you go, swallow. Number 2, finishing inside.
Oh, coming inside.
Keep going. There's a term.
Oh, cream pie.
There you go. Number 3, dressing up like characters.
Role play?
Kind of different word. Go to conventions for it.
Oh, cosplay?
There you go. Number 4, you doing this to a guy, but not using your hands, using bottom of your body.
Oh, you're using your feet, so foot job.
There you go. Number 5, mature lady in the industry.
MILF.
There you go. Number 6, multiple guys, just Lily Starfire in the middle. 10 seconds left.
This is what I want. Gang bang.
Number 7, just starting out in the industry.
Fuck. Just starting out in the industry.
2, 1.
You're new.
Amateur.
Yes.
Lily.
Oh my god.
That was good. You did a good job at that, though. You did a good job at that. For a tiebreaker, do you know what IAFD.com is?
No.
Okay. For a tiebreaker, according to the Internet Adult Film Database, it's like IMDb except for porn stars, actually. How many male performers has Lily Starfire worked with? Now, this is not going to count OnlyFans stuff. It's not going to count off stuff. It's mostly just mainstream shoots, I believe. And I think many vids on there as well. No one's going to get this 100% right. This is just to see who gets closest to it. So, for the tiebreaker, how many male performers has Lily Starfire worked with?
Wow. I don't even know myself. I don't count. I would say at least over 100.
Actually, only 42.
42. Boo.
No. You take that number back to your priest and you say, look, it's not that bad. It's not even 100. You just kind of let them know, like, we're all good.
That's not bad. For some reason, I thought it was over 100 or about 100 because one of my fans like was talking to me one time and they're like, you fucked like over 100 guys. I'm like, have I really? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Now it's definitely possible with collaboration shoots and everything else, and then your own personal. Well, okay, I got 2 questions out of your answers there. What do you want to do about a gangbang so bad, and how the fuck can you not find guys that want to gangbang you? I got like 6 friends. None of them have porn dicks, and they can't hold up more than 30 seconds with you. But if you need it that bad, we'll fly out. I'm just kidding. Why do you want to shoot a gangbang so bad, and why haven't you yet?
Well, so many cocks, of course. That's the real reason. All at once, like, ugh, it would be so nice. I'm not sure why I have. Maybe just, I don't know. I've told my agents though.
Okay, all right. Well, you got to lean on them a little more then. Be like, seriously, multiple dicks right now. Get them over here. I saw you were looking for people for a gangbang on your Twitter. Only OnlyFans verified. I don't know how many days ago that was, and I don't know if it went terribly wrong when you put that out. I assume guys with pictures of like an American flag were like, I could fuck you pretty good, but maybe not. Is that for your own content, obviously? Is that something you want to shoot? Okay. Now, how do you produce your own content? Do you have an area you shoot it at? Are you shooting mostly solo stuff, like JOI stuff? Is there boy girl on your thing? Is there any girl on your thing? What is your OnlyFans or Fansly? What is the bulk of the content on there?
I have some solos on there, also like anal. I have a DP on there, and I have a lot of boy girls. I have like 2 girls on there, but they don't sell really well, so I don't really do them that much.
God, I'm just gonna say this, okay? Any guy who's secure doesn't really care that much about girl, if I'm being honest with you. That's a generalization, maybe, and I understand that there's some guy out there with a 12-inch dick who's like, all I want to see is girl on girl, and I'm like, hey, you're the exception to the rule, buddy. Okay, it seems like when I hear guys talk about porn, they're like, I don't want to look at some other guy's dick. I'm like, why? What do you have buried in your closet? Like, where's that stem from? I'm going to pivot into somewhat of an awkward conversation for me. And I want to get your opinion on it because I've spoken to a lot of people. Can I ask you, and if you're not comfortable, just let me know, what difficulties does a black woman have in the adult entertainment industry that maybe a white woman doesn't? Have you? And you know what? This is all personal experience. So if you haven't seen it, then awesome for you. I'm so happy for you, and I hope you never have to see any kind of difference or whatever. But like I've spoken with Avery Jane, and she's very vocal about stuff like that. I've interviewed her. I've interviewed Anna Fox, who is a fucking legend, and she actually is a little more. What's wrong? You like Anna Fox?
I love her.
She's a fucking I did an interview with Anna Fox, and I hit stop record. And I go, thank you so much. She goes, I listen to your show all the time. I go, what the fuck? Why wasn't that on recording? I wouldn't even ever have to watch porn again. I just have to hear Anna Fox knows my goddamn name. Sorry for the language. What was my question? Have you experienced any kind of anything that you noticed that you thought maybe like, oh, this is because I'm African American, or because they're just looking for white girls, or this studio, and I'm not asking you to call anyone out, this studio just shoots white girls. Have you experienced anything like that yet?
Unfortunately, yes. And I will say this because it's not like bad or anything. I just wish we had like actual black makeup artists who know how to do like black girls makeup, because not everyone knows how to do like skin tones and stuff. But I also wish that more companies would be accepting of black girls, because there are some who aren't. And I'm like, why though? Like, why not just have it as like every race except like one race or whatever?
Sure. Yeah, my wife does makeup, and she's pointed that out a lot of times. She's like, I don't want to. Okay, I didn't want to say a different animal. That's and that sounds fucking horrendous. It's different matching skin tones and complexions and stuff like that. And she says, yeah, it's almost like training to be able to be super. It's like training to be able to do double vag and double anal. It's like, hey, look, just because I know how to do one doesn't mean I know how to do the other. The cool thing about it, and the cool thing for people like Avery and anyone else in this industry, is you have total control over it. You could pump out content every day. You'd wear yourself ragged and you'd have to like fucking sleep for a month. You could pump out content every single day and make as much money as you want. And I think that is fucking incredible, not just for women, but for anyone who wants to be in this industry. It's the somewhat of an ultimate meritocracy where whatever you do is what comes out of it, right? You don't get there just because, you're hot. And there's a lot of hot girls in the industry, but you have to be a worker too. And I think you know that. Can I pivot to a more awkward question?
Yeah.
Are you the hottest girl in the world when you're oiled up? Because my vote's yes.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I've seen a video of me like oiled up. I'm like, damn, that looks pretty hot.
It's the lights they hit you with, your beautiful skin tone, throw the shininess on it. And I've seen, I always do like the social media stuff for this. So I have to look through pictures of your previous suit. I know everyone feel bad for me. Shoots, not suits. Feel terrible for me. But, when I'm looking through them, I'm like, oh, that's a nice picture. That's a very nice picture. And then I hit one where you're oiled up and I'm like, oh, I mean, that's my background now. Let me clear my wife out of here and throw that up. So there's no conscious decision for that, right? Do you have some kind of oil video on for sale anywhere or anything like that you've produced yourself?
Everyone asks me for it, but for one, like I like to wear my hair down, so I don't like to get the oil in there, but I don't have any videos. I want to do one very soon, like an oiled up JOI like outside. So I think that would be fire.
That was just a natural reaction where I just went, oh man. I was like, well, I'll pay for that one too. That's not a problem. Yeah, I think you have a very beautiful look in that way. I also don't know how to ask this awkward question. Are you enhanced or all natural? Both are fine. Wow. Okay. That's I mean,
I've never had any work done. I'm working really hard in the gym to get like the dream body I want. Well, it's okay. I will say this, and it's not to be cocky, but a lot of people say that I already have the body that they would want. But I'm like, no, I want to enhance it more by working out in the gym, not that fake shit. There's nothing wrong with it, but I want to show other future girls who are going to come into the industry that they don't need work done to get work.
yeah. I think that's a beautiful message. Think the messenger might be someone other than like one of the 3 hottest women in the world. Might convey a little. It seems like it might be a little easier for someone like you to go like, look, guys, you don't have to have any work done. Well, you came out perfect though, Lily. So I mean, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, that would be like The Rock going like, hey guys, hey Matt, don't worry about lifting weights and stuff. You look great like you are. I'm like, yeah, but I don't fucking look like you, man. I'm fine, but like, look at you. Like if I came in little like a girl, a little bit, like maybe a little doughy or something, or maybe smaller chest, and you were just like, sweetie, you're gonna do great. Don't even fucking worry about it. I would go, that girl's gonna take every job I want for the next 10 fucking years. That's what I'd be thinking. So, okay, all right. We're going to take another break and then we're going to come back. I actually have fan questions directly from your fans on Reddit, which is a thriving community. And I'm going to call out the 2 communities on Reddit who are less thriving and they may surprise you. We'll be back right after this. My guest today, Lily Starfire. You can find her on OnlyFans at lily.starfire and Fansly at Lily Starfire. Links to everything in the episode description. We'll be right back.
Tuesday. This Tuesday, come on down to the YourWorstFriend.com arena and see Glam Slam. Come see all of your favorites, including Pinealius, Thyrulium, and Pancreosa. What happens when Ovarium leaves her homeworld to clash with the beast himself, Testosaurus Sex? Go to YourWorstFriend.com now for tickets.
The election for Pineapple Grove Homeowners Association president is this fall, and it's the most important election of your lifetime. The current president, Dan Braun, thinks you shouldn't have the right to choose how to live your own life. It's time to vote Dan out. Dan Braun voted against the KY Slip and Slide event I tried to throw at the park. Dan Braun voted against the Live Nudes neon light on my mailbox. And when I tried to put a community fishbowl for keys in the Welcome Center, Dan Braun said, absolutely not. Braun, that's a German name, isn't it? Convenient. So this fall, vote for anyone except Dan Braun, because Dan's a dictator. And he's German. This ad was paid for by YourWorstFriend.com.
All right, and we're back. Lily, I have a little segment here today to wrap this up that I like to call Ask a Porn Star. So what I did is I made a beautiful post of you on your Reddit page, which has, I'm going to look up how many people read it. But the picture I used, yes, was a oiled up picture of you. Of course it was. And your fans are fucking ravenous, man. You have 44. Yeah, you have 44,000 fans on Reddit, right?
Oh my God, I do?
Yeah.
Wow.
But get this. This is no offense to her because I believe I'll be talking to her as well. Violet Myers, superstar. I mean, real superstar, right? Has 500,000 people on her subreddit. Okay. Wow. Her post for me asking, would you like to ask questions to the person you fucking subscribe to this thing for and you want to ask desperate questions to? Her post got, I think, like 45 upvotes and yours got almost 500. Okay. From a community 1/12 the size. I'm saying your fans are great, but I'm also saying fans across Reddit, step up. If you see a thing asking for questions, just go like, do you like anal? That's enough. Just whatever. What I have here for you is fan questions from some of your fans. Can I go into them?
Yes, yes, please.
From Fake Rooster on Reddit, have you thought about marriage and would you look for a partner who is supportive of your current career or would you leave the industry if you were to find that partner?
I am currently dating someone. So if it does last that long, I would definitely marry them. He supports everything that I do and he knows everything that I do, obviously. And he's in the industry as well. So yeah.
Let me ask you, obviously you don't know everybody you're going to meet in the future, but do you think you'll mainly date within the industry or does that get too like messy if a relationship goes bad? Would you look to date outside the industry or is it like these are the people you're around so it's kind of the pool you're deciding from?
I have dated outside the industry several times, but it did not work out. So I don't think that would ever happen. Like, it's a lot to take in, and I feel like someone who isn't in the industry isn't ever going to like really understand what goes on inside and outside it.
Sure.
So my thing is it's just like fuck. I could not do that again. That was trifling.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you were dating someone who was like into swinging or kink or something like that, it might make it a little bit more. Was that kind of the, again, I'm not trying to delve, please don't give me any details, but was that kind of the thing? Was it just the job was either too demanding or like emotionally demanding or you didn't have time or he was just a jealous type maybe or the people?
He just didn't like what I did. He was just like, you're not someone I would take home to my mother.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh no.
All right. Buck off, bud. And I'm going to take my oil with me. From freaking gazebo. Are you looking for longevity in the industry? Maybe to set up your own studio like Pinky or Angela White? Or do you have an exit plan?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm looking for my own studio because I don't want to do porn forever. So if I did end up going out of porn, which eventually I will, I would do something like make lingerie or something, like really good quality lingerie, but for like a good price.
Sure. So get Lily Star while the getting's good, okay? Because it ain't forever. She's not going to be some 60-year-old MILF like, all right, yeah, let's do the double vag again.
Ooh, I would be done. Way done.
I don't know that this is a question, but I'll try. I'll ask it as it was written. Tampa 813 guy, the very first time you seen a guy girl come in reaction to you, how did it make you feel?
Okay, I'm just gonna use this as an example because I think that's what they're trying to ask. I don't know. So I saw this couple at a club, like when I was dancing, and they're like, "Oh my God, I know who you are." I'm like, "What? You do?" So it was just like really cool and also like surprising that like so many people that I didn't obviously know were like watching my stuff and like really liked me. So I thought it was like really cool. As long as you're not like creepy or anything, you can obviously like come up to me and ask me shit like that. I don't mind.
Sure. This one, again, treads a little personal, but you know, when was the last time you fucked a guy this says and weren't being paid? I probably would have put it nicer. Follow-up question. Do you think he felt pressure to perform?
That was like not yesterday, but the day before I fucked someone. It was for content. And I fucked guys before without getting paid for it, like as a job
Sure.
or whatever. What was the last?
Do you think? Okay, all right. The guys who maybe are outside of the industry. Do
Mhm.
you? Oh my god, I'm noticing how fucked up my hair gets during this.
It's good to me.
Do you think he felt pressure to perform? Do you think the guys outside of the industry are like, when they know what you do and they have the opportunity to close it, how many of them are they mostly confident guys? I would be fucking terrified. Sorry, that's my own personal opinion. If somehow I worked that, which I don't even know how it would be possible, I would be terrified. So what are guys like? Do you think they have any kind of pressure to them? Are they double checking? Like, is that okay? Is that all right? Is that good? Is that how it's supposed to be? Do you like that angle? Am I bigger than fucking Lexington Steel?
I mean, some of them they do get really freaked out. So what I'll do is like I'll just talk to them first and be like, let's calm down first. Like your heart is really racing, and I would like it for it to not be racing so fucking hard. And yeah, that's how I go with that. And it finally like they're finally calm and ready to fuck. But I think that's the only time is when they feel pressured is when it's like, oh my God, I'm with a porn star. Like what if she doesn't like me type shit. But no, I don't have any issue with that. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cute.
Oh, from illogical, are you considering doing double anal in the future?
I'm like, am I? I don't know. I really haven't thought about it. It's something that a lot of people do ask for of me, but I don't know.
Okay, okay, all right. But then, in a sense, you are considering it.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, all right. Here's an odd one from Schrader Pops. Have you ever wondered how many guys in the world are nutting to you every minute? Follow-up question. How many guys are nutting on this Zoom call right now? Answer 1. Continue. Sorry.
Yes, I do, especially like when I masturbate. I'm like, oh, I wonder who else is masturbating right now to me. Like, I don't know, it turns me on. Like, I really like that.
Sure. Not to sound cocky, but when you're there and you're about to have release, you're thinking about the men throughout the world who are desiring and dreaming of you. Yeah, I get it. I do the same thing. This guy, obviously a gun owner, the 2A 1776. Most important question I've gotten on here, and then we're going to wrap this one up. Cats or dogs?
Okay, I grew up with cats my entire life, but I ended up being allergic to them when I was like, I found out I was allergic to them at 19. So I would say dogs. I only say dogs because, for one, they're very loyal. And two, it's like you forever have a best friend. Like with cats, they're so sassy and sometimes mean as fuck. So,
My last question on this one. Do you have, and you don't have to give it, do you have a number in your bank account you want to hit to walk away? Are you looking at it number wise? Are you looking at it year wise? Are you looking at it scenes wise? Are you like Quentin Tarantino, like you just want to do X amount of movies and then you're out? Or what? How do you set your benchmark for this is when I am ready to go?
definitely until a certain amount hits my account.
Okay, fair. So get her to it faster, folks. Actually, that might be the worst sales pitch for your OnlyFans and your Fansly. It's like, soon as I get more money, I'm fucking out. Your OnlyFans, which is Lily.Starfire, and your Fansly, which is Lily Starfire. I just want to point that out to the people listening. But we're going to wrap this one up. You can find links to all of Lily's social media in the episode description below. But again, I want to direct you OnlyFans, Lily.Starfire, Fansly, Lily Starfire. Lily, thank you so much for coming on with me tonight.
Of course, it was fun. Actually, send me a message on Twitter and I'll follow you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.